Hello everyone and welcome to the Chapter 6 Beginner Any Percent tutorial. Picking up right where we left off, Chapter 6 starts with this little cutscene, if you want to call it that. You don't lose control or anything, but we gotta wait for this door to unlock until this finishes. So I just picked up some money here. There's some more money here. And right here. And right here. So you gotta wait anyway, so you might as well pick up the money. You can just kind of mess around otherwise, I guess. Just wait. There's not too much. You can check your inventory if you need to drop anything, if it's super full, but we're about to hit a store, so you shouldn't need to. Okay, so this door unlocks. We're going to go this way. So there is an elevator clip you can do here. I might link a tutorial for it in the description, but I would recommend not doing it at first. It saves about 30 seconds. But if you mess it up, you have to watch the cutscene again at the beginning of the level, so it's only really worth it if you can get it pretty consistent. But, you know, check it out if you're curious. It's a cool trick. May require some FPS toggling if, depending on how fast your machine is, how fast it loads. And I'm trying to leave out any FPS toggling, any going below 30 FPS in this tutorial, with maybe one exception. So, just take the elevator, we gotta wait here. In this next room, there's going to be a pregnant, and we're going to try to kill it as fast as possible. Basically, this room is on a timer. As soon as we kill the first enemy, a timer starts, and then after that timer ends, a door opens. So what we want to do is kill the enemy as fast as possible to start that timer, and then while we're waiting it out, other enemies will spawn, but before they do, we're going to try to use the shop fairly quickly. So I'm just going to explain the menuing here first, because I'm going to do it in full speed when I get over to the store. So just looking at what I have, what you have is probably going to be slightly different. I know that I probably don't need this medium med kit, so I'm probably going to sell it. If you think you'll need it, you can keep it. There is another one you can grab later in this level. If you have any semiconductors, definitely sell those. And if you have any excess ammo, you can sell that as well. We're going to buy the detonator, which I believe is 8,000 or 9,000. I forget off the top of my head, but that's how much. You just need enough to be able to afford that. So we're gonna run this way. Try to shoot the enemy in the legs, and if it doesn't die, shoot in the arms, and maybe try to grab a drop off it. Sometimes it can drop a lot of money, which is nice. Okay, so yep, just go through this. I'm gonna sell anything I don't need, and buy the detonator. 8,000. Okay, all right. If you do need anything else, if you're super low on ammo or health or anything like that, you can buy it here too. But keep in mind, you know, I did that somewhat quickly, and I already have an enemy spawning here, which you can stasis if you want. You can get 2 leapers here. Sometimes you're only going to get 1 that shows up right away. And maybe shoot this guy in the leg so he doesn't come up and bother you. So you just kind of got to see what you get. If it is possible to only get 1. But you just want to make sure that you're by the door so you can open it as soon as possible. Alright, so yeah, that can happen. You want to pull one of these props. One of them that's over there, try to pull it, you know, like that, past that cyst to kill that one. And now we got a bunch of other cysts here. They kind of alternate left, right, left, right, left. So we want to basically do the opposite. So if this one's on the left, I'm going to start on the right. And you get a checkpoint here, so you can practice this if you end up getting hit here. But you want to sort of follow my path here. So we're going to go right to dodge this guy, then back to the left, back to the right, back to the left a bit, and the right. We're just going to try to dodge all of those enemies there. Alright, so for the battery room, we're going to pull this out. Go this way, pull off this panel. This battery's a bit finicky. Don't stand super close to it like this, or else it will tend to be very buggy and not actually come out. So try to stand a little bit further away, grab it like that, look all the way up, pull this panel off, and then grab this. Don't throw this one away, throw it down the hallway there, because we do need one. Wait for the fire to disappear, run this way, run straight to the door and open it, grab this battery, and if you're fast enough, the enemies can't hit you. Now, one quick note about these batteries. So Sometimes when you grab these locked ones, or I guess these dead ones, they won't actually come out, but they do lose their collision once you grab them. So if I do this and it doesn't come out, it's fine. I can actually just put this in like that. See, they're sort of on top of each other here. It's a little bit glitchy, but yeah, you just want to kinesis this one and then just throw the blue one in. You don't have to actually wait for it to come all the way out because batteries in this game suck and they don't want to come out of the slots. All right, so there's your medium med kit. Here's what I'd recommend doing here. So just stasis the door as soon as it opens there and call the elevator, and then you can deal with this guy later. If you're worried about your health, then maybe don't do that and kill him first, but just be careful not to back up too much, because if you let the elevator door close, you're gonna have to call it again and wait for a little bit. So that's my recommendation. Once the door starts to open, stasis the door so he'll get slowed down, and then hit the button. I noticed I picked this up earlier. I'm gonna drop that since I don't have the pulse rifle. Alright, so there's gonna be a fuse sort of in this general direction once the elevator door opens. I'm just getting my cutter ready so I can shoot it. Alright, a little bit of a cut there. I decided to lab this room a little bit because I decided I wanted to show a couple different things here, so I just wanted to make sure that what I was telling you all was correct. So you're going to pull out the line gun first, and we want to shoot it right here, right where this little corner is, and then, well, if you're going full speed, that won't happen, but that will kill one of them, and then you're going to throw the other mine right about there. Let me do this again. If you don't do it full speed, it kind of gets messed up there. So I'm just gonna teleport here, make this a little faster. But yeah, so you're just gonna take this path through the room, shoot the line gun mine here, run right around this guy, and then shoot your detonator mine right about there. All right. So the mine, the line gun mine should take out at least one, which usually will make this okay. The detonator's just for safety. So there you go. The goal is to do the hack panel to unlock the door, and yeah, so there you go. That's the guy that gets taken out by there. And then yeah, if you wait too long here, you get more enemies, but it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna do it one more time. I will note that unfortunately, with this hack panel, you need to be out of the animation of stepping away from the panel for the door to actually unlock. Some other hack panels in the game are not like that, and as soon as you actually finish the puzzle, you hit the third blue node, it unlocks whatever the door or thing is. But yeah, this is not the case, so you can get kind of screwed over here. So shoot the mine, get your detonator, run around that guy, throw it about there, and start doing the hack panel. It is actually possible to do this without throwing down either explosive, but this just makes it a little bit safer. And you can just get unlucky. If you get a really bad pattern there, you're kind of just out of luck, but just throwing that out there. Alright, yeah, you can take this opportunity to reload, check your inventory, I guess, if you need to. Otherwise, we are coming up to meeting Ellie, and nothing too crazy in this room. Just running towards the cutscene as fast as we can. You can ignore this leaper that jumps up here. He can't actually get to you. He'll die once we turn the corner and start this part of the cutscene. Alright, so it's really two cutscenes, so we get this shorter part of it here, and then as soon as it's over, we're going to run over there and start the second part. I need to turn the camera a little bit left here because the cutscene kind of points you into the railing here. So just be ready to move right about here. And here's the cutscene. I'll cut this part out so you don't have to watch it, but once it's over, we're gonna go to the elevator. Alright, so once the cutscene's over, just run to the elevator and interact with it. This elevator's a bit weird. It gets to the bottom really quickly, and the door will actually open before you get to the bottom. So don't be running into the door like this when you hit the elevator button. Just stand still, look down here. Once you see you're at the bottom, then you can run forward. Alright, so you do get a checkpoint here in case you get owned by any of these explosives here. It won't lose too much time, but the strat for this room is we want to get to this door and dodge the enemies. So you want to run along this, not treadmill, whatever these things are called, along this path, but you want to look down. So you want to look down all the way and just kind of run along the blue line here. And this makes the enemies less aggressive. Sometimes they'll still hit you, but that should make it easier to get here without getting completely destroyed. So I should note there is a health pack right there if you need it. If this guy shoots you, you can throw that back at him. If you go quick enough, usually the enemies won't actually follow you here. The puker will sometimes anyway, but yeah. Alright, so this room, you gotta be kind of careful. We're gonna shoot this guy, take this exact path through these tables, open the door, stasis that guy, and you're good. Now sometimes he'll be a little slow and you won't have to do that, but a good chunk of the time he will be too close, but that's why stasis makes that easier. This locker and this locker also always have health, so if you do want the health packs, you can grab them. This door, make sure you don't spam interact too early or you're gonna get that on the save station. So just delay your interact input slightly and open the door. And start running towards this door, wait for this little hallucination to end. Alright, we're coming up on gem skip here. So, there's two different ways to do this. I'm going to show the wall boost method. There is a deload you can learn that saves, I think, 7 seconds. But, again, if I remember, I'll put that in the video description if you want to try that version. It's not too hard, but if you're not too used to deloads, it can be a bit confusing because you have to run through this room without any of the textures or lights loaded. So you kind of just have to know where you're going. But yeah, so I'm going to show you the wall boost method. So for practice, we're going to kill these 3 enemies. You can do this anyway if you find they get in your way while you're trying to do the trick. I definitely recommend killing them while you're actually practicing this. So we're going to do a wall boost on these chairs. We're going to do it kind of along here on the chairs. So we're going to run backwards until we start gaining some height here. And then once we start boosting up higher, we're going to move to the right a bit. And there we go. Okay, you hear that sound effect? So hearing that sound effect means that we got it. And you'll see the curtains opening. We're basically hitting a debug trigger here. So you just want to run backwards into the chair. You might need to run to the right a little bit. Like usually I'll start in the corner here and then run back and move to the right a bit. So you might need to move left and right, back and forth a little bit while running back to actually get the boost there. It's a little weird sometimes, as you can see here. But yeah, just start in the corner, run back, run to the right a little bit, and then kind of like move back left and right a little bit until you start climbing up higher. And then once you hear the sound effect, you're good. You can just run this way. You can just ignore this guy here. Unlock the door. Alright, now we got this timeout sequence. You can shoot and grab some ammo in these vents if you want. It's a tradition to try to balance the timeout share on Nicole's head while you wait for this. This doesn't save any time, it's just something to do. But yeah. You want to be standing by this elevator door pad around the end of the cutscene here. You can't interact with the door until Isaac does this little animation here, but you can just start spamming interact. There we go. Alright, so call the elevator, and this is a 1 minute long elevator, longest one in the game. So again, I'm gonna cut this elevator ride out to save you some time, but yep, I'll see you in Transport Hub. Alright, so here we are at the end of the elevator. So you're just gonna run out, take a right here. Okay, so this is actually with the route we're doing, this is gonna be really easy. This is one of the most infamous levels in the game. It does have a skip that saves about a minute, but
Hello, Isaac.
I wouldn't really recommend it. Again, advanced tutorial, when those come out, will cover it, but, you know, try it if you want, but it's kind of bullshit, honestly. to put it like, you know, to be honest, it's kind of bullshit. There is a version of it that is actually consistent, that's kind of tricky, but does work if you do it right, but you only have one shot at it. So, you know, try it if you want, but I wouldn't worry about it too much when you're starting. This route's really easy in the beginner route here. You can grab this if you want. We gotta wait for the brute to spawn, regardless. So I'm just going to loot everything, kind of just running around the room in a circle and grabbing everything on the way.
Are you insane? You cut off power to life support.
But yeah, I mean, in general, I would recommend checking out the advanced tutorials for certain levels if you just want to see what the strats are like, or if you, just want to start adding some more stuff in. But yeah, this is definitely one of the last things I would recommend adding in, unless you just really want to do it. But all right, so I'm gonna talk about the brute kill here. So if you see, there's sort of this brownish, light brownish, like patch here. And there's like this corner where these 4 lines are. So we want to shoot a line gun mine down when she says you. It's headed for you. I did it a little late here because I was talking about the setup here. But you can throw that down. I'll do it again. Actually, I don't know if she says the line again upon a checkpoint restart, but you can at least see where I'm aiming. Yeah, this patch on the ground here, I just kind of use that as a reference. I know that the corner is right about, but the intersection of these 4 lines is right there. It's not very precise. The mine has a big hitbox, so it's just around this area. If you shoot it right when she says it's headed for you, then it'll explode right when it hits the ground, basically. So yeah, there you go. He drops a ruby semiconductor. These are worth 10,000 credits, I believe. So if you can grab it, it's pretty good. We don't really need to buy too much else in the run, but it's always nice to have a little bit of extra money in case you get hit a lot, you need some health packs, run low on ammo, or whatever. Otherwise, we're going through this door next. We just gotta wait for this cutscene to play out. So just manage your inventory.
Everything that's happening on this station is
I don't know, do whatever. You just gotta wait, unfortunately. But
you're a strange man.
Yeah, definitely a great time to organize your inventory if you haven't done so in a bit. If there's anything you need to drop, if you get ammo for a weapon you don't have, good time to drop it.
We have no air and no train. Sprawl's gotta have backup batteries.
There's only one more, basically one more room to do here. There's a guardian on the wall. So another great use of the detonator here. We're going to use that to one-shot him. I would recommend not pulling it up until you're ready to use it, though. There is a chance, while using the detonator, when you grab and throw stuff with kinesis, you can accidentally fire the weapon instead, and it will then collide with the object you're holding and kill you instantly. Not speaking from experience or anything, but if you see this gray cylinder prop here, if you pull it in just the right way, you move it up in time, you can hit this trap and then pull it back down and hit this trap. If you don't get both, that's fine, but that's the idea. You want to grab it, and then if you don't hit them both on the pull, hit it with the throw. And if you hadn't hit this one yet, just pick up another prop or something and throw it. Now switch to detonator and just hit this guy right in the body, and that'll kill him instantly. Grab the semiconductor if you want it, and there's a locker here if you want to loot it. Your inventory might be getting full here, so if you can't hold everything, that's fine. All right, so as soon as we call this elevator, it's going to start loading in Chapter 7. If you have your auto splitter working, as soon as it splits, you can reload checkpoint here. If you want a visual cue in-game, once you see the Chapter 7 text start to fade in here, you can checkpoint restart. If you wait a little more than, I think it's a third of a second or so, you'll actually get a fast load here. So if you care about the RTA time here and you don't want to wait in the load screen, you can do that. I mean, optimally, you want to reload checkpoint as fast as possible. You'll get a 10-second long load. But if you wait just a little longer, you'll get the fast load like that. It's whatever you want to do. It's a really small time save either way. But yeah, that's Chapter 6.